Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I'm your host, Saheem the Dream.
And your boy, J Mac Me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. And we are here to talk wrestling again. And it's been a minute. What's been going on, Jay?
I just, looking at all these releases. I heard Vince McMahon got released. But other than that, trying to survive. How you been?
We got another guest in here, Anthony Cobb.
What's up, fellas? What's going on? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Good to see you back, Si.
Yeah, man. Had to take some time off, get some rest, But we here now, and we got some things to discuss. It's been a long time. We haven't touched on the topics of Raw, AEW, SmackDown. There's a lot to discuss. A lot of bad than good. And that's the sad part. And I think one of the reasons why, one of the reasons why it was a while to really, it took a while to really come back and talk, really was because for me, I'm a big WWE fan, and there wasn't really much to talk about, much good to really talk about, much to really cover, other than, complaining. I didn't want to come on here and complain a lot, truth be told. I mean, I know we definitely voice our displeasures with a lot of things, and we've been doing that a lot, and it was to hope to see something better, but I really felt like for me, it got to a point where I felt like I had nothing really good to say at all. Like nothing. Like just nothing. I feel like right now I have nothing good to say. I have nothing really good to say other than just talking about, my expectations for Lesnar and
Lashley.
I mean, honestly, from the promos, I don't think it's gonna be what we hope. I don't think it's gonna be what it should be. I think they're giving it to us like, okay, we didn't. Some of them waiting for this match, but I don't think it's gonna be as the hype is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like Brock is definitely in a different space when it comes to wrestling. Now we got this match years ago, then yeah, but so I don't think we're gonna get the match that we're expecting to see.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. Look, Lesnar is 45, and what Lashley's like 43, 44.
Right. Now, I'm not gonna lie.
If we would have got the Lesnar we had against Kurt Angle and the Lashley we had when that Lashley was ECW champion, now that would have been a good match.
Right, exactly. Now, granted, Brock Lesnar promos against Bobby is funny as hell. Where he's like, "Yo, who are you?"
Yeah, those are funny.
Then the promo he cut when he was like, "Yeah, he said, he said, yeah, I'm match gonna start, the Hurt Lock, I'm gonna tap out." He said, and they're gonna say, "And your winner, Bobby, who?" Just walks off.
The Corey Graves one was funny. You want me to get naked? What you want?
Oh yeah.
Corey Graves, you want me to get naked?
And I believe it's Shard Keys. He says, "I hope Jon Moxley comes back to WWE. If this is Eli or." He said, "I hope." I don't think that's gonna happen no time. I mean, I don't know, man. I heard like there was some speculation that Jon Moxley may come back. Like he's not.
There was a name drop on SmackDown last week.
Well, I don't doubt that that Dean wouldn't come back. I don't doubt it. I almost said that he wouldn't come back, but I don't doubt it. Anthony, you frozen. You gotta come back in. Okay, there we go. All right, he's there. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. I definitely don't doubt that he would
Yeah.
not, show back up. I think he would come back. I think
Yeah,
he's
You good?
he'll
I mean,
show up.
he definitely said, from what
Podcast.
he's saying,
Oh, my best friend that died. He died before I'm Wendy did. Really? Yeah.
Just recently?
Yeah.
Actually, we do. You know what I'm saying? Even Cody, Cody
Nah,
technically
Mike,
free
some
agent,
good shit. Nah, he gonna be
not
out.
a contract with anybody. And then he just obviously just lost last night to Sammy Guevara. So that would be dope if So here's my dream scenario. The crowd would go wild if you somehow have a surprise entrant of Cody, and then Jericho comes out to Judas. It'd be insane.
That'd be crazy. I mean, I don't think that they would definitely pass up the opportunity to show up in a Royal Rumble, definitely, because it's going to bring some publicity to AEW.
Right.
We got a comment from the Facebook user. They said, again, guys, if you're joining us, drop your name, drop what city you from. Thank you for joining us. He says, do you think Seth Rollins can beat Roman Reigns for the title? I don't think Seth is going to beat Roman at all. Roman is Superman. Roman is like Superman. Like if
So
there ever was when we talk about a person being over, Roman is that guy right now.
so I was hearing that Brock Lesnar is still technically on SmackDown. So I heard a rumor that Seth is supposed to win at Rumble and take the Universal title back to Raw, and Brock is supposed to go back to SmackDown with the heavyweight title, and that's supposed to build towards him and Roman at Mania.
And then Roman's going to take the belt from Brock?
Possibly.
Or is he going to get beat again by Brock? And he going to continue his WrestleMania losing streak from Brock Lesnar. He going to continue his streak. Roman has not beat Brock at any WrestleMania. He lost the first WrestleMania. He lost to Seth against Brock. Second WrestleMania they fought. Brock washed him up.
Do you think that counts though? Because Seth pinned him.
No, I'm saying, Seth pinned Roman. No, that's what I'm saying. I said Seth won. Well, I don't. Well, okay, right. I don't count it against a victory for Brock over Roman. But I mean, Roman wasn't really doing too good before Seth even joined in the match. I mean, he's getting tossed around. I mean, he was doing anything, So I mean, shoot. But Seth wound up winning, and then you had then you had New Orleans, the New Orleans disaster. That was a disaster. That was a horrible WrestleMania. And then
I don't remember what happened in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was trash. That's how bad it was. It was forgettable. It was really not rememberable. It was one of the. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal
AJ
Rumble.
Styles, right? That's the one.
Yeah.
Shinsuke AJ.
Right. And Shinsuke lost. Asuka won the Women's Royal Rumble, the first Women's Royal Rumble. And lost to Charlotte,
right?
And lost to Charlotte, right. Roman Reigns went in with high expectancy of being Brock Lesnar and lost to Brock Lesnar. It was horrible. It was the worst WrestleMania ever. I mean, they had bad WrestleManias, but that by far was the worst. It was horrible. But yeah, so you think Seth is going to actually get this belt?
I think. I mean, I can see him not doing it, but from the articles I was reading, they kind of want Seth to win to kind of for him to go back to. And now if he does win, it's not going to be clean. Like Brock is going to have some kind of input into it, and the fuel to add to continue to feud with him and Roman.
So if that's the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, I think that if Brock interferes in the Seth match, I think Roman's going to interfere in the Brock match.
Well, Brock match is going to be first.
It's going to be first?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what probably may happen, I'm assuming, this is my guess, right? So if that would be the case, if they're setting up for Roman to lose to Seth, what's probably going to happen is the Usos or Roman is probably going to interfere in Bobby's match. And then Brock may still win, but then
I can see
Roman's
it.
match, then
Now,
Brock comes in.
And here's how I kind of feel that it's going to escalate because Brock still wants to fight Roman. And if you remember the night, the night after, the Friday after, what was it, day one? When they was on SmackDown, Brock was like, "Yo," like Roman's like, "Yo, all right, I don't want to see him or Paul Heyman." And Brock comes out and he's like, "Yo, I got an idea, title versus title. What up?" So Roman was like, "That's a good idea, but it's not my idea." You know what I'm saying? So with Brock costing Roman the belt, that could be Brock's way of kind of poking Roman to like, okay, now I want to fight, so now here's a reason to fight me. So I mean, they got the storyline to build it for Roman to actually lose.
They do. I mean, but I'm gonna be honest. My honest feelings about it is just like I really don't care for Roman and Brock. This is my personal feelings. I don't care for Roman and Brock to fight for title versus title, right? I mean, really, like, it's just like, at this point, like, they're gonna fight for title versus title, and then who's gonna take the title off Roman, right? Who's gonna take either the Universal or the heavyweight title off Roman if Roman unifies and beats Brock, and then vice versa? Who's gonna take the Universal or heavyweight title off Brock, right? Because if Brock winds up beating Bobby Lashley, right? You already just flattened his legitimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we even talk about like just Bobby Lashley himself, like his title reign, like he didn't really like his title reign was good. It was entertaining, but the legitimacy of him being considered a real strong powerhouse or a real powerhouse has not been solidified like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar walked into what pay-per-view was it that we just watched recently? Day one, right? He walked into day one, right? His first match in like what, a year, 2 years, and just won the title, just like that.
Yeah, I didn't
his
like
first
that
match.
either.
Well, his first
That
match
just
is Crown Jewel, right?
right, exactly. So that just shows how legitimate they, how much they believe in Brock Lesnar being a legitimate star. When you look at how Bobby Lashley won that title, when we look at how Bobby Lashley, Big E won those titles, they were not booked as legitimate stars that WWE believes in at all.
Yeah, it was like a test drive.
Yeah, it was a test drive. It was a BS victory. Like Big E won the title off of Money in the Bank cashing, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but he had some good title defenses, but mediocre at best because he really didn't give us the best matches, but he could, he has potential. But then when you look at Bobby Lashley had better title defenses, but the way he won it was off the Miz, and it was just like, why couldn't he just had beaten Drew McIntyre?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just fair and square, just beat him in the match, like, and just solidify him as a powerhouse. Real quick, we got the comment section. Hi from Andrew LaDuca. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us. He says, and I'm from Rockville Center, New York. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us. He says, I want Seth to win and Kevin to win the Royal Rumble.
That's Sean.
That's Sean. No,
It gotta be.
It gotta be Sean. It Sean? Or is it
It
still
gotta be.
Andrew? It might be Andrew.
Only me and him would say Kevin Owens to win the Rumble.
It might be Andrew. Andrew may say that. This is Andrew saying.
But I think WWE gonna surprise us with this Rumble. I think Bray Wyatt gonna come back.
Well, I hope so.
I know
they need him to come back.
Yeah, I agree. That would be dope. I know Kevin is more likely gonna win the U.S. title from boring Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, yeah.
Kevin Owens does not need another U.S. title run. He's been there, done that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't. But that's the route they're gonna go because look how it's going. He beat him, then he lost qualification. So
they need to give the U.S. title to Veer. When's Veer coming? Need to give it to him. Jinder Mahal's cousin. What's his name? Veer.
His cousin.
No, we need no. This is horrible. Listen, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you right now. My honest opinion about the United States Intercontinental title reigns. I feel like the last good title reign we had with the Intercontinental title was Apollo Crews. I enjoyed it. If you look at from him losing the title to who has the Intercontinental title right now.
Shinsuke still has it. He hasn't defended it in months.
Exactly, right. And Shinsuke again is a great competitor. Shinsuke should be, first of all, let's start here. Shinsuke should be a heavyweight competitor. He should be in a main event title shot. He should be in a main event picture. Should have been a main event picture a long time ago. There's no reason why he's walking around with the Intercontinental title because they know he's a great he's a great performer, he's a great entertainer. Shinsuke has undoubtedly has the most charisma out of most of the WWE superstars on the roster combined, simply because the guy is not very fluent in English, but his personality translates very well, like very, very well. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should be in a heavyweight title picture right now. The United States title should go to, and the Intercontinental title should go to people they're trying to build for the main event picture, or those who are falling back from the main event picture. You know what I'm saying? But can give you still give you an entertaining run. But we don't really have. I mean, we do have people that should be given the opportunity. Like Bobby Roode should be United States champion again. You know what I'm saying? Give him a
Bobby
legitimate
Roode would be. He needs a legitimate run. Dolph Ziggler would be a great Intercontinental champion right now.
Yeah. I think they should. I thought they was going to give it the United States title back to Dolph Ziggler when he fought Damian Priest on Raw. Was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going to do that, but
I don't even know what Raw is anymore.
Yeah, you know, watch it no more.
All of it is definitely hard to watch.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it was I told Jay the other day. I told Jay yesterday. I said I had to catch up on Raw, and I sat in the room and I watched a turn on Hulu, and I had all of the Raws. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to Raw or whatever, and I missed like maybe 2 Raws, and I fast forward through majority of the show. I probably watched like maybe 2 or 3 matches. I fast forward through Becky Lynch's corny promos. I watched Austin Theory's match, his match against Finn, his match against AJ. I watched the Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley main event. I watched the Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar segments, but everything else, you know, I just fast forward through. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
It was really
even
horrible.
on SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown no more, bro. The Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre with what's his name? Mad Cat Moss.
Happy Corbin.
Yeah, Happy Corbin. I'm sorry. And they've been hyping this man. They've been hyping Mad Cat Moss where he could go. And then I watched that. He fought McIntyre at day 1, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
that match was horrible.
Yeah, it was trash. Horrible. It was trash. It was really like, yeah.
That should have been on a pre-show. Like they hyping up all the wrong guys, like Rick Boogs, horrible. Like, he needs to stay on the guitar. Like that's it. Like a lot of these guys that they're giving the lights, they don't need to, man. Like we're talking about Finn Balor. I haven't seen Finn Balor before he fought Austin Theory in months, yo.
Yeah,
they really don't have nothing for him.
So here's a rumor. Well, real quick before I get into the rumor, Sean says I thought they were going to give the U.S. belt to Owens. Yeah, I thought that too. I thought it was going to give it to Owens or Ziggler.
They'll give it to him.
Yeah, but the rumor is about Finn Balor is that Vince McMahon says that he never believed in Finn Balor. It was an article that came out says that Vince McMahon said he never believed in Finn Balor, and then it also says that he has no plans for Finn Balor. So the other thing is that Finn Balor wants his release, but Vince is not going to give it to him because he doesn't want him to go to AEW.
If he didn't give it to Mustafa Ali, he's damn sure not giving it to Finn. I mean, that's just
Wait, he's not giving it to Mustafa Ali?
Oh, definitely.
He's not giving it. It's Mustafa Ali and Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick been waiting six weeks to get released, or 6 months. One of them. I didn't even know Brian Kendrick was still under contract with WWE.
Who?
Brian Kendrick. I didn't even know he was still under contract with WWE.
Me neither.
Brian, I know. I thought they got rid of him. I thought he was going. He said that was Jeremiah. Oh, what's up, Jeremiah?
We're going to Jeremiah. So
yes. Oh yeah. Real quick. I'm sorry, my bad, Jay. I mean to interrupt you. Yes. Check out Jeremiah's podcast. It's the Bean Part.
No, it's not. It's Dad Jeremiah. I'm sorry. It's called something Chance.
Jeremiah, if you're still with us, please drop the name of your podcast so we can promote it.
Yeah, it's called. Hold on, I can find it.
Yeah, he says, yeah, they're saying, I don't know why it says Facebook user for us. Yeah, it says Facebook user. I can't see your names. I don't know why it's not showing your names for some reason when y'all drop the comments.
Pin the champ. There you go.
Pin the champ. Yes, pin the champ. Thank you. Yes, pin the champ. Yes, guys, when you guys get the chance, check out Jeremiah's podcast, Pin the Champ. Great podcast. You guys are gonna love it. Check it out.
Brad, definitely great podcast. Jeremiah is definitely a brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm gonna text you, Jeremiah, too. We can talk business. All right, so
Brian Kendrick, yo. He's been under contract for years, been trying to get out.
So what do y'all think about these rumored entrants? We're not really the men's, but the women's. Now we're not talking about the legend Summer Rae.
Legendary Summer Rae.
I thought she was a figure skater. I'm like, who?
Yo, as a matter of fact, when y'all posted in the group, I was like, what did she do? I forgot what she did.
I'm watching SmackDown, and they was like, yeah, WWE, and I saw they had the name. I was like, okay, Summer Rae, okay, cool. Then they said, yeah, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, WWE legend Summer Rae. I said, whoa, time out, legend.
Slow down.
So I'm like, if Summer Rae's a legend, that means Selena Vega must be a legend because she got more accomplishments than Summer Rae. You know what I'm saying?
Other girl.
Oh God.
And someone, old girl must be a Hall of Famer now. Then what was the girl's name? Damn, that was the dude drop. Well, yeah, that was the dude drop. What was her name?
Yeah. Honestly, the best thing that Summer Rae ever did was dance with Fandango. Like she had a couple, maybe 1 or 2 singles matches, and they tried the angle with her and Rusev. That failed within like 2 weeks. So it's just like, yeah, how is she a Hall of Famer? But so, all right, so we know Mickie James is so far the only person as of now that's going through that forbidden door in a Rumble. So there's rumors Asuka's coming back. Paige is actually in the Rumble. Now that would be dope. But you know so here's my thing. If the women's Rumble, whatever Rumble ends the night, that's when you're gonna be. That's when you had a big surprise.
It's gonna be the men's because I'm telling you, it's gonna be Bray Wyatt.
All right, real quick for the comment section. We have a comment. I'm not sure. I think this might be Jeremiah. I'm not sure. Please forgive me because I don't see you guys' names. But it says I think they can do a lot with Finn Balor. There's potential there. They just aren't using him right. That would be a big loss if he went to AEW.
My thing is this, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this. You have Finn Balor, you have AJ Styles on Raw. Put them together. You can put them Austin Theory. You can put them together with anybody. You
could put him with Ricochet and it'll be good.
Yeah, right. Like, why would you not put these two together and just make a dope? Because there's no faction outside of the Bloodline and the New Day. There's no attractive faction. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and you could put 2 other guys. Oh, you can make a heel faction, make a baby, whatever. But that's your Bullet Club right there. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out. So we got another comment. They says, so when you talked about Happy Corbin, and someone, I don't know who put this comment up. They said, but no one's happy with that damn company. Shaking my head. Nobody's happy. Oh man, ridiculous. Yeah, no, I mean you're absolutely right, Jay. Like I think that they should. I mean, it's definitely a no-brainer. But again, like that's our frustrations. Our frustrations is Vince doing the complete opposite of what we ask or what he knows would work. It's almost like he's trying to take things. It's like I feel like what Vince is doing is like he's trying to challenge himself. He's trying to say, you look at Baron Corbin, right? Baron Corbin as a, as an entertainer himself, right? Just being put in front of the audience, entertaining on his own, having his own created angle. He didn't work, right? I mean, he was really a jobber at best. He had a great finisher, but he was a jobber at best. He had no real charisma. His in-ring work wasn't like great, but he just had a phenomenal finisher. His finish is dope. The end of days is dope. One of my favorite finishes. But at the same time, like as far as like just him as a star, he didn't really kind of work all the way around. And then you see how WWE kept pushing him. They put the United States title on him. You know, they gave him a Money in the Bank victory, right? Was it Money in the Bank victory? They gave him Money in the Bank victory, right?
And he messed up, and that's how he ended up losing it.
Right. So they did all these things with him. They do all these things with him, and it's like now you see he's kind of working. You kind of see more work. You kind of see more out of him. So I feel like Vince is just looking at, and then you look at people who do work. You look at Apollo Crews who works. You look at Dolph Ziggler who works. You look at Zack Ryder who works. You look at Shinsuke who works. You look at Kevin Owens. You look at all these great WWE superstars that came from NXT or that was on WWE's roster that do work and that can get over with the crowd. And it's almost like he pushes them to the back of the line and looks at the ones who wouldn't work, who wouldn't really be, who doesn't pop naturally. He doesn't have the natural talent, and he puts that work into them because he feels like, and I feel like it's a moldable thing. I feel like Vince wants to feel like he created them.
Okay, I just had an idea. Let me know what y'all think about it. And Vince, you owe me a check. I'm about to give you some free game. So next Monday on Raw, right? You got Austin Theory versus Finn Balor, right? They fighting. It's a good match. The match goes back and forth. All of a sudden, lights go out. No, all right. Let's say Finn Balor wins the match. Lights go out. Lights come on. You got Finn Balor. You got AJ Styles. You got Tommaso Ciampa, and you have Pete Dunne. That's your faction.
Yeah, that would be great, Jay, in a perfect world. But apparently, we don't live in that reality. We live in Vince McMahon's reality, Jay.
We live in Vince's world.
It would be great.
But listen,
it would be great.
Vince is
but,
doing.
Not for Vince. Don't tell Vince that.
Vince is doing the Indies big favors right now. I love what he's doing, but the Indies is great right now. So he can keep messing up because he's making the Indies. He's making wrestling in general better right now. Yeah, I mean every promotion stepping up since Vince went AWOL.
He definitely is. We got a comment real quick. I got something to say about that too. We got a comment. Facebook user. I'm sorry. I don't have your name, bro. All right. Hold on, Sean. We're gonna put you in, Sean. We just need you to fix your audio. I'm gonna add you back in, Sean. Just give me one moment. Facebook user says, "Man, Corbin is great. I like the Happy Corbin character. I say he needs to beat Nakamura for the IC title." No, he does not. He must be related to him. The audio, Sean.
Damn, Sean, you got, man.
Sean, if you can hear me, Sean, it's Eric. Thank you, Eric, for dropping that comment. Thank you for joining us, Eric. Again, if you guys are joining us right now, you're joining us live on Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. Give us a share, give us a like, share us on. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a share, give us a like. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, drop a comment in the comment section below. We want to talk wrestling with you guys. I'm gonna try to add Sean back in.
What is 65 good beat? I'll be pretty honest with y'all. The only matches I really want to see on Saturday, Brock and Lashley, Seth and Roman, and two Roman matches. That's it. Nothing else appeals to me.
Yeah, there's nothing else. We have nothing else. We don't have anything else.
I might just watch it on Sunday when I can fast forward it.
Is Liv Morgan going against Becky again?
No, Doudrop is fighting Becky.
Doudrop, Jay's favorite diva of all time.
She might win, y'all. Doudrop might win.
I love her.
I give it a thumbs up.
I like her.
Sean loves her.
Sean, you love her. Come on, man.
Yes, but see, that's because I was a fan of Piper Niven's though. Like I was a fan of her in NXT UK. I don't like the Doudrop thing, but I was a fan of what she did in UK.
Yeah, you did say she was a good. You did say she was a good performer in UK. You said she had some good work in UK. I haven't seen her work in UK. I haven't seen her work other than the main roster.
Now she did good in UK. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't like her though.
Here we go. Bye, Chanel. Don't be putting dewdrop. Getting hazed. My wife is hazing me on my podcast. You just stop, Chanel.
There's a new girl coming up. There's a new girl. There's a new girl coming from the UK too. I forgot her name.
So Sean, before you came on, I pitched my idea to the fellas to let them know that it would be a dope faction and it would be a great storyline, and Vince should run with it. Side thinks I'm living in a fairy tale world, which I am. But what do you think about this? Finn Balor, Austin Theory have a match. So Finn Balor beats Austin Theory. Lights go out. Lights come back on. Got a new faction in the ring. You got Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Pete Dunne, Tommaso Ciampa. The new and improved Bullet Club 2.0.
That's fire.
It is. It's a great idea.
I gotta make sure I make. It is. It is. I gotta make sure I make that on WWE 2K22.
Right, because in reality, Sean, it's never gonna happen.
Right. I don't know what I'm gonna call them yet, but I'm gonna definitely make that a faction for real.
I wish I could contact somebody in WWE. Matter of fact, I'm about to fly to WWE headquarters in Connecticut. And I'm gonna talk to Vince myself.
You need to write them a letter. You need to write them a letter and say, "Dear Vince McMahon."
No, I'm making personal. Like, dear Vince Kennedy McMahon.
Like, yo, you need to put these wrestlers together, these performers together, because apparently you don't know what you're doing. He don't know what. But Vince is bugging out, man. It's the roster cuts, the lack of entertainment value in the show. It's horrible. But one thing I want to do, I do want to talk on. What do you want to say, Sean?
No, I was agreeing with you. I was saying, yeah, it's not what we're used to watching from WWE. It's just they're just going with the flow every week, basically.
Yeah, exactly what they're doing.
But I definitely want to give a lot of kudos to AEW. In the sense that we had a great classic match. I definitely want to say it's a classic match. I think that Adam Page and that Daniel Bryan match was definitely a classic. I enjoyed the second one. That was dope. I liked it. It was fire. One thing I do say about AEW is they need to rebrand. If they want to be considered as direct competition with WWE, they have to rebrand. They have to I was talking to Jay about this yesterday, and I was saying that one of the problems with AEW is they need to rebrand, and I've been saying this for a while, and they also need to rebrand their wrestlers. If you look at Adam Cole from NXT to now him coming over to AEW, his appeal even looks different. Like, he's same Adam Cole, but his appeal is different. Like, he was branded a certain way, even the way he came out with the t-shirts, had armbands, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's coming out AEW, he has this like weird biker jacket on, doesn't go with his character. It's funny.
And being that you said that, I did notice a difference because even his knee pads and his boots, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in WWE, the boots and knee pads would look a little better, and like where now it kind of looks a little less, you know what I mean? Like,
less appealing. Yeah.
Together. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they need to AEW need, because one thing I'm seeing is that how much hands-on, how hands-on Triple H, Shawn, William, like they were really hands-on with the branding from not just the overall look of the venue, but actually the appeal of the wrestlers. The wrestlers had an appeal to them, like just how they look. Cameron Grimes is not the best character, but he had something to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something how they put together their wrestlers.
He looks a lot different now.
You said what?
Even now, he looks a whole lot different. Like, when he first got, I was like, who the hell is that?
Right.
But if you start talking, I'm like, oh, that's Cameron Grimes.
Right. It's Cameron Grimes.
So,
I
have a real serious question. Why in the hell is Charlotte in the Rumble? She's a champion. Like that's how you can tell that their roster. Like, she's not supposed to be in the Rumble.
She's in the Rumble.
Yeah.
They don't got nobody else to put it in the Rumble.
Yeah, word, because they done cut like 50% of their roster.
She doesn't have a match either for for the Royal Rumble either, does she?
She didn't even have a feud. Like she's mixed into the Naomi feud, but the Naomi feud is more so with Sonya Deville other than Charlotte. And
which is going nowhere.
So
listen,
well, you got to think most of the women they probably will put in the championship match on SmackDown are hurt right now.
Well, listen, don't be surprised if Stephanie McMahon shows up at the Rumble.
Right.
At this point,
do not be surprised, bro.
I mean, and all she got to do is just go in the ring and tell everybody to get out of the ring, and then she'll win the whole thing. I mean, get out of the ring, get out of my ring,
get out of my ring like a dad,
So my women's pick is either Paige or Ronda Rousey.
Is who?
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey or who else?
Or Paige.
Or Paige. Yeah, I really hope Paige. To me, it's either Paige or Bianca.
I would love Paige to come back in the Rumble and go to WrestleMania. Charlotte.
It's gonna be Asuka.
I'm hoping Alexa Bliss, man.
Okay, you know what? I take that. I got. You know what? My picks are Alexa Bliss.
My dark pick
Paige,
is
Asuka, and Bianca. Those are my 4 picks.
I don't think Bianca's gonna win back to back.
Yeah, they're not gonna let a black person win back to back.
You never know. I mean, she had a classic WrestleMania match.
She did, but it's like, well, are we gonna see that again? Because, I mean, we didn't see her fight Becky all last year. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna go to SmackDown and go back to SmackDown and fight Charlotte. So it's like,
I mean, Bianca makes the most sense, but at the same time, she doesn't.
Yeah, because again, it's like the only thing that would make sense would be her to go to SmackDown and feud with Charlotte.
Okay, so playing devil's advocate, but not necessarily playing devil's advocate because I have so much to say about that. Why wouldn't Bianca make sense?
Because she's the most talented one there.
But what else? But why?
Who else would you push?
Why?
But it's like, as far as winning the Royal Rumble and main eventing WrestleMania, out of every woman that is on the roster right now, outside of the possible comeback of Ronda Rousey, Asuka, Bayley, and Lacey Evans, outside of the possible comebacks of those 4, who else would you really push for WrestleMania?
Oh, that's easy. Carmella.
All right.
You gotta push Nikki Bella.
Oh, get the hell out of here, man.
Carmella, man.
Oh, God. Nikki Bella.
Carmella, man. Carmella.
All right.
Did you say Carmella?
I got a comment from Eric. He says, I think it will be Alexa Bliss, and she will challenge Charlotte for the title since she tore up Lily.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. I mean, her build. I tell you why it makes sense for Bianca to win, right? Didn't Stone Cold win like 3 Royal Rumbles?
Yeah.
With nobody said anything about it.
Well, one, he actually cheated.
When he cheated, but the history books doesn't say that. They don't say that when they promote it on WWE. They don't say, with controversial victory, Stone Cold Steve Austin won the Royal Rumble. I mean, they do.
But we know Bret Hart won that Rumble. And Stone Cold got eliminated, and he came back and eliminated Bret.
Right. We know Austin cheated, right? We do know Austin cheated, but they promote it whenever they talk about Royal Rumble victories. They always say Stone Cold won 3. It's like they totally forget. Like even though Vince was backstage watching the whole thing and could have just came out and said, "You're out of here. You can't," and could have just overturned the whole thing. He didn't do that. He just put it up there. Stone Cold is the only person that won 3 Royal Rumbles, which he technically didn't. But but that's what they say. But I'm just saying, my point is Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble 2 times in a row. Wow, I mean, why not? Right? Why not?
Too soon in her career.
Too soon in her career.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, and see, I even thought about Rhea Ripley, but the only reason I would say no to Rhea is because Rhea just had a title run. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it's gonna be Queen Selena. I'm not gonna lie.
you think they're gonna push her for Mania?
Yeah, they got to, man. She's the queen, and she's.
Well, if they push her for Mania,
Hell no.
you guys better prepare for a horrible main event.
I am
Horrible.
A horrible one.
Horrible.
I'm pushing for Santina Marella. Santina comes back and wins the Rumble.
Nah,
I put you like this.
It's gonna be Sable.
But think about how many legends. I don't want to say legends. Think about how many people the WWE is bringing back. Just because they show shorter women. Lita, Beth Phoenix, Maurice, Michelle McCool. Like
Sable. Don't forget Sable.
I'm sure Sable may be a surprise entry.
Yeah.
Don't forget Summer Rae.
Oh,
Who?
the legend.
Yeah, the legend, Summer Rae. The legend.
Summer Rae. Yeah, we going for Summer Rae. I think Summer Rae
legend.
got you.
They might as well get Melina to come back too.
Alicia Fox is gonna be there.
No, she's rumored. Melina is rumored to be in the Rumble.
Alicia Fox is definitely gonna be in there because Alicia Fox never says no.
We might get some NWA. We might get some NWA women.
Oh my God! Listen, Selena Vega wrestles like a fish out of water. I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
Yo, don't
She's
do that.
horrible. She flops around the ring. It's trash.
I really want Carmella. I want Carmella to win. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't be mad.
I would,
but she looks so good doing it, though, man.
Yeah, she does.
So good doing it.
She's the most beautiful woman in WWE.
I like Carmella. I do.
First off, I think all that needs to change our glasses. Because
he said what? He said what?
I think all that need to change our glasses. There's no way that y'all think Carmella is. There's nothing attractive about Carmella at all.
She's the most beautiful woman in WWE, bro. Corey Graves' voice.
I wouldn't go so far to say that personally.
And Corey Graves is winning the Rumble, bro.
Is it? Come on, and now you can say anybody at this point. Listen, all right. I think no. All right, check this. All right, Jay. I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. After Carmella lost that title, you cannot tell me that her character development was not entertaining after she lost that title. Like she was not like her entertainment value, like it went up. Like you could see why she had the belt. It was like almost like when she didn't have the belt. I mean, it was like before she got the belt, there was some resentment to actually having the belt. And when she held it, you were just kind of annoyed with her and Ellsworth because she was like, get this guy out of here because, we wanted other people to go over for the title. But after she lost that title and she was like, wrestling and like, it was like, all right, I could see this. Like, yeah. I wouldn't mind her being a top heel. Like, I wouldn't mind Carmella being a top heel at all. Not at all.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and yes, her character did develop, but she's still trash.
No, she's not, bro. What are you drunk?
There's no selling J on this one.
Not at all.
Yo, they are the best couple in wrestling, bro. They're gonna be better than Britt Baker and Adam Cole.
All right.
Okay. Hey, you can stop trolling. You gotta stop trolling.
I think we need
Yeah, you trolling.
Whatever you think,
fully trolling now, bro.
Yo, Corey Graves could wrestle, bro.
Graves was good.
I heard he was really good. But I don't think
Britt Baker's that good as a wrestler. He was really good.
Yo, he's cleared. Yo, he's winning the Rumble, bro.
All right, but question: y'all think Britt Baker's really that good though?
Oh yeah, she's the best. She's the best women's wrestler right now.
All right, listen. I say this right now. I say this right now, honestly. If I was to put Britt Baker against Charlotte, I'll go for Charlotte.
Hold on.
Let me record that one. Say that one more time.
What promotion? Hold on. What promotion is promoting the match, though? Is it WWE or is it AEW?
Even if it was AEW, I still put Charlotte over Britt Baker. Charlotte can hold her own on a mic and she can hold her own in the ring. I just hate the way they just overpush her.
Now,
but I'm gonna say it again for Jay. if
I agree.
Charlotte and Britt Baker was to go 1-on-1, I would put my money on Charlotte. I'll put it on Charlotte. I think Charlotte would give me way better mic performance in a promo, and she'll give me way better performance in the ring. Not way better, but she'll
The
give me a better
promo,
performance.
the
I
mic
know I
promo between the two of them would be gold though.
I know I ain't just hear you pick Charlotte over DMD.
He did.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I definitely would. Absolutely.
This is going on in history.
I've seen Britt Baker's work, and I was not impressed. She gets on
You
the
need to
mic.
go.
She does a little 1-2,
Yeah.
and she's going. Here we go. Long live the queen. Here we go.
You need,
Now,
you
I
need,
do want
you need to you need to go back and watch her against Thunder Rosa in that lights
I
out
do want to
match.
say this. That mixed tag match, I think last week was very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna go back and watch it again.
Who was
That's
that?
all it was.
It
It was just entertaining.
It was Adam Cole and Britt Baker versus Orange Cassidy and who
Chris Statlander.
And Chris Statlander.
and Chris Statlander. Yeah, that match was very funny the whole way through.
I would check it out.
Yeah, because Orange Cassidy hit he hit Britt Baker with the sweet chin music.
Oh, word? I gotta watch it. I'm watching it. I watch it. Wow.
Yo, man, you need to go check out Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa in the lights out match. You have a different opinion on.
All right, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna watch that today. Let me see. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa lights out.
Yeah. You have a different opinion on her, side.
All right, but this is my thing, Ant, though. This is my thing, right? My thing is I've seen, like, as many times as I watch AEW, right? I've watched it, you know what I'm saying? As many times as I watched it, and I've seen her matches, I was never pulled in. I was never emotionally provoked in some way or some fashion to really.
Was that on Dynamite or was that a pay-per-view?
You said the same thing. It was on Dynamite. You said the same thing. You said the same thing about Luchasaurus.
I did. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll give it a chance.
You did. You did.
I did.
You didn't want to give my boy Luchasaurus a chance, and now he's the hottest thing in AEW right now.
No, he is hot, but I still.
No, he's not. Don't you do that. Don't. He's not.
Okay.
He's damn sure not. He's not.
Sean, he gets a bigger pop. He gets a bigger pop than Jungle Boy now, yo.
Listen, I still think that he needs to drop the name Luchasaurus. I still think he needs to take off that silly mask. I still think that Jungle Boy need to either cornroll that afro or, get some box braids or some dreads or something. He looks weird, man. And Jungle Boy. Listen,
I'm gonna be real, bro. It's time. They cool as champs.
They're the greatest AEW tag team champs ever, bro.
Jungle Boy. Listen. His name is Jungle Boy. If I'm trying to get people to watch AEW, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you need to check out AEW, my dude. Yo, they got this dude named Jungle Boy. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, Jungle Boy.
And Luchasaurus.
Right, there we go. And Luchasaurus. Nobody's watching it. Nobody's buying into this. They be like, yo, Lucha, what? I mean.
Then they got a now they got a blind man. They got a blind man wrestling out too. So I don't forget that.
You said a blind man?
Yeah, Pac is blind now.
Yo, he gonna down the ring, man. Right now. he gonna do the wrong somersault. He gonna land right on his head. I'm telling you, man. Oh, blind man. Oh man, they need to stop, man.
Alice the Black blind, and now you can see that. It's crazy.
Yo, they already had a one-legged wrestler. What was that dude name?
Oh yeah, the one that Brock Lesnar killed.
Yeah, right. I'm like, yo, come on. And then they put him. The crazy thing was they put him in a match against Brock Lesnar, knowing how.
Main had
right, like
Main had his T-shirt. Main was a big fan of him.
I was very heartbroken when he lost.
What was that dude, Dave? I was like, yeah, it was like sad to say. It was sad. It was like, are we supposed to like cheer for him as an underdog, or are we supposed to feel sorry for him? Because to me, it was sad.
The new thing with Pac now, side he got hit with the miss, right? So now he's blind. Pac, he got hit with the miss from Aleister Black, right? So now he's blind and he's like got a bandana over his eyes. So I don't know if he's gonna wrestle like that, but he next week he's debuting as the new blind Pac, supposedly. It's gonna be him and Penta against Brody King and Aleister Black. That's gonna be the match of the year right there. The tag team match of the year.
And he's wrestling with the blindfold on. I'm watching.
I don't know. I don't know.
If Pac do it, but you already know, like it's gonna be like a veil like blindfold. Like to us, it's gonna look dark and shaded, but he could probably see out of it. But just the concept alone of watching him do like a Falcon's Arrow, or like all those types of high risk moves off the top rope with that blindfold on is gonna be crazy. Like just the mere thought that you're thinking that he's blind and he's doing it, but the concept behind it is gonna be dope. I will watch it.
Yeah. I'm just happy about the new signing, man. I was waiting for this guy. I was waiting for Danhausen, yo. The new signing they just signed this Wednesday, Danhausen.
So where's he from?
He's from Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor? Okay.
He's the guy, yo.
I never seen his work before.
You know, he reminds me of Vampiro.
So he has face paint?
Yeah, he got face paint.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna check him out. So is he gonna be premiering this week or next week?
But his walk is gonna throw you off, though, man, because he walks like Edward Scissorhands. His walk gonna throw you off.
Okay.
You're gonna be like, yo, this guy can't wrestle. You're gonna be like, this guy can't wrestle, bro. Who is this? He walks just like Edward Scissorhands, bro. Word.
Damn, I'm gonna check him out.
But he could go.
Is he younger? Is he younger or is he older?
Nah, he young. Jericho's been trying to get him over here since the cruise ship. He was on Jericho's cruise ship. Everybody started noticing him after the cruise ship. They say he put on a hell of a match on the cruise ship. I think it was against Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
But yeah, he could go,
right, so is he he's gonna be on next week or this week?
I don't think he's debuting next week, but he's gonna cut a promo most likely. Because he came out during the lights out match between Cassidy and Cole. Cole went under the ring to pull out a chair and he couldn't grab it. So as he's pulling out the chair, Housen is holding on to the chair and he comes out and he does the Orange Cassidy thumbs up thing to Cole and Cassidy and he just walks off.
Okay.
But yeah, like
right, cool.
him and Brody King had a lot going on in Ring of Honor though. Like you follow Brody King, you know that him and Brody King had a lot going on. Word.
All right, I'm gonna check him out. Yeah. Danhausen, I'm gonna check him out.
You're gonna like him, bro.
I'm gonna check him out. He better be better than he better not be no Luchasaurus, man.
Yo, they're gonna stop sleeping on Luchasaurus, man. That's the next TNT champion.
Yeah, but Luchasaurus, he's nice though, man. He's a dope wrestler. Him and Jungle Boy, they definitely give you great quality matches. Those matches are fire.
You, man, from the beginning, man. I know talent when I see it, man. I know talent when I see it. I told you.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I just don't like the branding. Like, I mean, I just hate the names. I'm like,
I didn't like it at first, but then it got catchy though. And then I'm like, all right.
I still can't do it, bro. I'm just like, yeah, man.
But I'm like, yo, if he loses the match, you have to change his name and all that, but you know.
What do you think about Pillman Jr.? I don't think he's that great. I don't think he's that good.
He sucks.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's very like white meat. Like,
don't let Sean hear you say that.
Oh, Sean is a Pillman fan.
Oh my God, is he?
Pillman Jr. He has potential.
Every week, Sean's like, yo, he's getting better. I'm like, Sean, I can't wait this long, bro.
He has potential. I definitely see the potential. He has a look about him, but he looks like to me is if he went to NXT, he would be developed more better. He'll be developed better as a performer.
They need to lose the name of the team. That Hollywood. What are they? The Varsity Blondes?
Yeah.
They need
he's trying to do it in the shadow of his pops.
And Stone Cold, like, no, y'all, that kid is not. His partner's horrible. They still in develop, man. They need to, NXT 2.0 will fit their gimmick very well. You hit that right on you hit the nail on the coffin with that. The NXT that will definitely fit 2.0, bro. Definitely fit 2.0.
Yeah, but I think if Brian Pillman if Brian Pillman was under like Triple H and Shawn and William, like if he was under them, the old, the best era of NXT, the real era of NXT, I think his development in his character would have been a lot better. They would have gave him a solo run rather than actually pair him with a tag team and have him sort of like take on his father's gimmick and have him cut loose a little bit more, because he just seems like he's being too reserved. Like he doesn't have enough personality to pop like his pops did. His father popped, like his father had personality. Like he really, you felt him through the screen. Like, with him, you don't really. He just comes out. He just Brian Pillman Jr. with a varsity jacket on. He just, does whatever.
So I want y'all's opinion. So being that we're talking about NXT, let's play a game of what if.
Oh, you would talk about those Hooters we seen?
Yeah, who was that?
NXT,
we can talk about that,
NXT
but no.
2.0.
I posted that Triple H, before AEW started, Triple H offered the Elite a whole lot of money to come to NXT.
Yeah, $5 million. It was $5 million.
So
Kenny Omega, I know Kenny Omega got offered $5 million.
So let's just hypothetically say that the Elite would have went to NXT.
So who's in the Elite?
Kenny Omega and the Bucks.
And Paige.
Okay.
And who? Oh, and Heyman Page, right? And Page.
Okay.
It would have been all of them. It would have been Marty if he wouldn't have caught the rape case. It would have been all of them. The real Elite.
So now think about it. Imagine those four guys goes to NXT.
Yeah.
And AEW still starts. Do you still think AEW wins the war?
No, it would have been out of business right now.
Yeah.
And then outside of that,
it would have been Cody versus Jericho every week.
Right.
And I know for a fact Triple H would have definitely utilized those four guys significantly. But then again, no, I don't want to say that, because they'd have been pretty NXT. But then Vince would have won him on the main roster. He wouldn't have found nothing to do with the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega wouldn't have fit his mold. So yeah, they would have been back in it. So
you know what would have happened though? If that would have happened, Vince would have been mad, because the numbers on NXT would have been crazy, and he would have fired them.
I don't think you should have took that back. I definitely agree. Like, I think that if they would have I think NXT would have continued its incline. Like, I think it would have continued to go up. I mean, Omega will give you I think Omega's character development would have been a lot better. They would have known how to develop his personality a lot better. And Omega would have been like, again, Omega would have been a top star. Paige would have been a top star. The Bucks would have been, again, all four of them would have went straight to the moon. Like, and NXT would have been, again, it would have continued to be that top show above all three brands. Mm-hmm. But this part of your statement, I definitely agree with. Soon as Omega and the rest of the Elite went to the main roster, then that's when everything would have went downhill. Everything would have just been all screwed up.
Yeah, he would have broke them up. It would have been crazy.
Yeah, it would have been horrible. I think it would have just added more star power to Omega, but AEW would have never survived. AEW wouldn't even be a thought, because it'll be. I'm sorry, correction, Anthony. It wouldn't be. You said it would be Jericho and who versus it?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, right. Cody. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, Cody.
But then again, because again, at some point. Because Moxley was already, he wasn't really happy, so he still would have probably went over there, and they would have threw Mox in the mix, so they wouldn't have had that. And if you really think about it, Omega really, when AEW first started, Kenny Omega and Paige was together, so Omega didn't really do so much, solo stuff, by itself. So I think that the AEW still would have thrived, and then at some point, when Vince released him, Tony Khan would have jumped on him and signed them. Still be signed. I think there would have been no difference. But the only difference, like you said, they would have been more developed, as far as star power and more entertaining. And honestly, that would have added to AEW because think about it, because everybody you have in AEW now, you would have had in NXT, because you already had Undisputed Era. Then you'd have the Elite, so either you can have them feud or you can have them all join forces. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many ways you could have played on that.
Yeah, and that elite versus the Undisputed Era in NXT would have been crazy war game.
That would have been crazy, exactly.
That would have been bananas. That would have been like
bananas. Even if Bobby Fish could have stayed healthy.
Yeah, that was his thing.
Sean
So I was reading an article and they asked Kyle O'Reilly why he chose AEW over resigning with WWE, and he said it was a no-brainer. Adam Cole went to AEW. Bobby Fish was in AEW. He's like, he wanted to be with his guys. So it just made sense.
And he would develop better. I feel like Kyle O'Reilly, like he wasn't going to make a good NXT champion. If he would have had the belt, it would have been flat. It would have not been entertaining because Kyle O'Reilly is still he's still perfecting his personality. Him going over there with Adam Cole and Fish, and him having that feel of being under a big brand, but then now swaying away and going to now sort of like an indie brand, is going to give him a little bit more perspective as to see the difference and what works. And I think we're going to see a better Kyle O'Reilly in AEW as time go on. But in NXT, he was not going to get that. He was not going to get that character development because he was going to be overshadowed by everybody else. He was being outshadowed by everybody else in Undisputed Era. Like, the strongest personalities in Undisputed Era, you know what I'm saying, was, Adam Cole, of course, Roderick Strong, and Bobby Fish. But Kyle O'Reilly, it was his in-ring performance that really shined the most. But he had no personality.
I feel bad for Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne right now because they going to the main roster. They're going to the main roster, and that's all. All that means is two more guys chasing around the flipping boy for the 24/7 title. That's all that means.
Right. No. Right. They're gonna be in that. They're gonna be in the scramble. You be like, yeah, Roderick Strong is in the main roster, and then all of a sudden you see the NXT, you see the 24 title scramble. The crowd come out. And you be like, oh, there he go right there.
It's like, Zack Ryder posted a tweet today with him and Buddy Murphy because Buddy Murphy appeared at GCW this weekend to help Ryder win, right?
Wow. So wait, so does Zack Ryder win it? So does Moose still have the Impact Championship? What'd you say?
I think he does.
He still has it? You say you think he does?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I thought he was feuding with what's that guy name? With Zack Ryder.
Yeah, Matt, was it
Matt Cardona. The real Matt Cardona.
Yeah, like I was saying, he posted a picture with him and Buddy Murphy, and on the caption it says, "Damn, I wish we would never got fired from WWE. We could have been chasing around that 24/7 title right now."
Who said that?
Matt Cardona and Buddy Murphy.
Perfect.
I posted it in the group. I'm like, yo, this is hilarious.
Perfect, yo, perfect. Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man.
True. That's how what's called the guy hurt.
Who?
Y'all remember? Y'all remember that one night stand with Rob Van Dam beat John Cena, right?
Right.
Remember that one night? That's how they had it on. That's how the match finished on Saturday with Cardona and Joey Janela. That's how the match ended. Buddy Murphy came in the ring like Edge was with the motorcycle helmet on and a leather jacket and speared Janela through the table, and he took the helmet off and it was Buddy Murphy.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff from Hammerstein Ballroom. Zack Ryder came out with the Enter the Sandman music, and then he came out with the F Mick Foley T-shirt.
Foley was tight about that.
Yeah, Foley's tight about that.
Wait. So what's the beef between Cardona and Foley?
He doesn't believe that Cardona should be calling himself the Hardcore King after having one match with Nick Gage.
He definitely shouldn't.
But he's
He
doing
definitely
exactly
should
what
honor.
Edge did, though. He's doing exactly what Edge did when Edge beat Foley, bro.
But that was a WWE gimmick, though. It wasn't like, and I'm quite sure that he actually got his blessing, because what I do know for sure is like when because they have a good old boy system. Like you can't, like in wrestling, they have a good old boy system where you want something done or you want to do something, you can't just do it. Like it's not through business. You got to go through that wrestler or that legend that actually did the gimmick or did something similar to it or had a finisher. So it's like, for him to do something like that or say something like that, he had to get his blessing from somebody, and like the good old boy system to say that he can to say something like that. Like you had that match, like bro, like when we think about hardcore legends, Matt Cardona, Zach. I'm sorry, Zach. Let me just say Zack Ryder because his name Ryder will not be even. He won't even break the top 100 if there even is. Okay, I say it like this: if there's a list of the top hardcore wrestlers, there'll be like a special section like on the bottom of that list in like all white that'll just say Ryder just for him because again he hasn't done anything legendary as far as a hardcore wrestler is concerned. Like he hasn't had a consistency of to even be mentioned.
I think he does.
So you could mention Zack Ryder next to Terry Funk, Sabu,
His
RVD,
run lately,
Taz.
this indie run that he's having, he beat Nick Gage, man.
I mean, just because he beat him in a hardcore match doesn't. So now he's like the hardcore champion. Now he's the king of hardcore.
No, he's
Is that what he's doing?
He's the ECW television champion right now, bro. Put some respect on his name.
So I guess you can put Road Dogg in that mix too.
He's the ECW television champion right now.
Oh
Put some
my
respect
God.
on his name, man.
Come
Matt
on,
Cardona,
man. Yo,
man.
listen, man. Listen, he the champ. He deserves to be the champ. He deserves to be celebrated as such. But when you talk about if he puts in more work, he got to put in more work, man. That's my point.
He's about to be the Impact champ. He's about to be
Huh?
Impact champ next. He's about to be
Against
3-belt Cardona.
He shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that.
They got him fighting the girl for the title, whatever belt that she got. He's about to beat her. Cardona.
He's fighting.
He's fighting the girl.
Here we go. TNA with this foolishness again. Here we go, man. What? Oh man, with the tomfoolery. Come on, what? What are we doing here?
They got like their own version of the 24/7 title over there.
Impact Wrestling really run out of that many wrestlers. We got women fighting men. Is it really that bad? Is the state of wrestling that bad? And they got men fighting women. They're like, yo, we got dudes on the roster.
It's 2021. She might not be fully woman, man. We don't know these dudes.
They're like, yo, we got dudes on the roster. They go to the deepest locker room. Like, they knock on the door, like, yo, we need you to come out and fight this paper.
We need you to fight. We need to fight Cardona in the tables match.
Yo, Ed, come on, man. Come on.
Nah, seriously, he's fighting her. He challenged her for her belt.
Why would he do that, though?
She has a belt that's eligible for men and women. There's a belt over there that's eligible for both. And he challenged her for it. I think like the TV title or something. Like I forgot what it's called.
That's a horrible idea. And the sad part about that is if he loses, it's like if he lose, I mean, it's like what could we think about the hardcore legend now? I mean, it's like it's just like you lost to a woman. How can we
on cable TV, he's not known as that. He doesn't even carry the ECW title with him, or the new ECW title that he. From now on, he wants to be known as the ECW TV champion.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he got the belt and everything.
Is it who Cardona?
Yeah, he won a belt. He won a belt, and then he said from now he renamed it the ECW title, TV title. Yeah, he's got heat now, yo. I'm telling you, he's got heat, yo.
Okay, this is interesting, but he sounds like he a little high.
He might be.
But
the girl,
high to me.
The girl he's facing is not no regular size, average built woman, bro.
Was she like Jade Cargill, kind of
nah,
big?
She's bigger than that.
Like China?
Nah, like Nicole Bass.
Like who?
Remember
like
Nicole Bass?
Nicole Bass, Beth Phoenix ish.
Oh, okay.
But she's short though, like that. She's short though. She's not tall.
What's her name?
I don't know her name. I never even seen her wrestle. You gotta ask Sean. I seen it strolling. I was strolling down my wrestling pages and I seen it.
Is that the thick white chick? She
Yeah,
like real thick. She's short.
Yeah, like muscular and short.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, she like real short. She like 5'1", B. She like
you talking about Jordan Grace?
She's built though. She got muscles.
Yeah, Jordan. Is it Jordan Grace? Let me find.
I don't know.
I'm looking at it right now.
Whoever has the title, he's challenging somebody for the belt over there, and it was a girl. I said, yo, this is getting out of. I said, yo, this is getting out of hand now. There's no more challenges for this woman. You gotta get a man to challenge her.
Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta get it, man. Like
the hardcore legend at the hardcore legend at that. Like,
oh man. All right, let's see. So Moose is a champion. Mickey James is the Trey Miguel. Yeah, it's Jordan Grace. Oh, she's the digital media.
Yeah, that's his belt. I think he's trying to say he created that belt. He said.
Well, he did. I mean, he invented. Yeah, because he was the internet champion.
Yeah, the internet champion. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he was the first to market that idea.
Yo,
absolutely.
And guess who returned to wrestling on TNA? That's how I know things are getting bad over there. They had to bring back. I don't know where they found Charlie Horson.
Oh yeah, I saw about that.
Charlie Horson. Yo, that dude was on the back of a milk carton for years, man. Like, where's this dude at?
He looked like an old drunk when that match was over.
That's horrible.
Oh my god! So who did Jordan Grace? Who did Jordan Grace beat for the title?
I don't know. He should probably beat Cardano's wife or his girlfriend, whatever she is, Sam.
Oh man! So Trey Miguel, he looks like Ricochet.
There's a lot going on in the Indies right now. The Briscoe brothers finally lost their titles. They're supposed to be coming up to the main roster. They don't know if it's WWE or AEW. They keep pitching both names, but they got their feud going on with FTR right now that's heating up. Like FTR keep popping up at their shows, interfering with their matches. They keep doing promos on FTR.
Yeah, but the Briscoes, do come to WWE. Vince is definitely gonna throw them with the Usos, his go-to tag team.
But the only thing is, he's gonna make them change their name and their gimmick. They're too street. One of them is too hood. I don't know what hood he grew up in, but he is way too. I was not expecting that out of him when he opened his mouth the first time I heard him do a promo. I'm like, whoa! I was expecting some Trailer Park Hillbilly stuff. No offense. Because the image, I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, this dude been listening to Master P for way too long.
Jordan Grace. Hold on. Oh, okay, let me see. You got some comments right here. Wait, hold on a second. Sean says
there's a lot
his promo was fire about Paul Heyman. Who cut the promo on Paul Heyman? Was that a Cardona?
Yeah, Cardona, yo. He's been coming at everybody, bro. I'm telling you. He's trying to get his job back, bro.
He definitely is, because I definitely think that of WWE, like if he gets more heat and he comes back to WWE, Vince would definitely say, all right, cool. But you know what he's going to do though? He's going to do to Cardona what he did to Matt Hardy.
But I think he signed the Impact though.
Yeah, he gonna give him that Matt Hardy deal. He be like, yeah. You hot right now. Yeah, come back. And then he gonna give him like some whack matches and give him a promise to push, and he ain't gonna push him nowhere. He gonna say all that. One thing about Vince, one thing I learned about Vince McMahon is that when Vince says he does not believe in a wrestler, it's over. Like there is no hope in heaven for you.
To catering you go, baby. To catering you go.
Right. It's like like that's exactly what his mindset is at. Like, yeah, you going right in that 24/7 scramble. Like that's what you going right with the crowd.
Go chase around Tasha Hawa. Whatever.
So it's ridiculous, man. But he definitely, and you can see it too. You can see it even with Drew McIntyre, because with Drew, he deemed Drew's the chosen one, right? So even when Drew left and Drew built himself back up and he came back, he put that rocket right back on Drew.
Like
that's what
Ryder's doing right now, bro. I'm getting that same Drew feel.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think he's gonna give him that chance though if he came back to WWE.
Yeah, he's too real. Like he's I never heard Ryder talk like this when he was on Twitter. He's way too real. He's way too real right now. It's like a whole different person.
Yeah, he keeping his composure, but he was keeping his composure with WWE because he was trying to be professional. Now he
he gets so much heat in the Indies, bro. I think he personally has to have security when he left New York, bro. Like they was really pissed at him.
Yeah, I heard they were booing him when he won the belt the first time, right?
Yeah, they had big ass signs saying if Cardona wins, we're rioting. It was like I got John Cena feel from him, bro, that night.
So when he won, he never lost the belt, right? Did he lose the belt and get it back, or did he?
He lost to Moxley. He lost to Moxley,
and then he got it back, right?
He lost to he beat Gage, lost to Moxley, and now he got some other belt, the TV title. It's not the heavyweight title. The heavyweight Moxley's still the heavyweight champ. He had a match with Moxley had a match with Homicide this week, and that was horrible. Homicide needs to give it up.
Oh, he getting old.
Yeah, he's getting way too old. Way too old.
Wasn't they trying to sign him to NXT at one point? Wasn't Homicide?
He was at AEW when I went to Grand Slam. Remember, I was telling y'all that Homicide was there. And I thought
right. Okay.
Because he helped Eddie Kingston and Moxley out with Archer and the Chinese dude. But that's why I'm like, oh. And when I seen him there, he looked out. I'm like, damn, he looked out of shape. I hope they didn't sign this dude. But yeah, he looked horrible with Moxley, bro. Like he's slow and he like Jericho right now. Everything's slow, like.
Oh yeah, that lion salt. I'll never forget it.
Him and Hooven 2 was the match of the year. Y'all are bugging.
Yo, it was like one dude.
Bro.
It was like they were moving at two different speeds, man. It was like one dude was moving at a normal pace. Jericho was moving real slow. He was moving like the Matrix, man. That freaking lion salt, man. Horrible.
I was scared, bro. I'm like, yo, this is not good. This is not good at all. Yeah. But this weekend, though, I don't know, man. Rumble got to do something, man. We got 2 days. They got 2 days to get together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see what's going on with it. I'm gonna definitely watch it because I always watch the pay-per-views. I always watch pay-per-views, but it's just the episodic shows. I'm just like,
As much as I want Bray Wyatt to come back, I know he's not because on his Twitter he keeps posting 222. He keeps posting February 22nd, 2022. And then Braun Strowman just called him out the other day to come to. He called him out. Braun Strowman's having so I don't know for what company. He's teaming up with Eric Rowan this weekend. And he told Bray Wyatt either come as a brother, see me and Eric, or you just come for war.
Yeah, I heard that. Whatchamacallit? I heard that Bray signed with AEW.
Yeah, I keep hearing that too, but I didn't hear it from no big wrestling page like podcast, and nobody really talking about it. It's just a rumor right now. That would have been leaked, man. That's big news right there.
Well, I mean, I heard that he signed, and they're trying to keep it on the wraps. Like the rumor is that he signed a secret deal, and that he's gonna show up soon.
Yeah, but because I know February 22nd is not even it's not a Wednesday nor Friday. So I don't know what it is that he keeps posting, but he got he keeping his Sister Abigail thing going on. He just switched his name up. He's going by government. He got the Sister Abigail thing still going. And he just got a new mask. He got a bigger goat mask, bigger horns on goat. That's it.
Oh, word?
Yeah. He's cutting promos like as a wrestler. He's wearing a mask he's wearing like one of the masks from the Batman movie that one of the Joker characters was wearing. One of his goons was wearing like one of the Joker goons masks. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I heard that so it's supposed to be so we got some y'all want to get into some news and rumors before we end?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do that. So there's been some talks about WWE potentially selling.
Yeah, I heard about that. The Fox, right?
Yeah. So this is supposed to be selling the Fox, but Disney is one of the bigger names that's very interested in.
Yo, imagine this though. They sell, but they tell Vince, we want Hunter running the show. You got to step down.
That'd be beautiful.
Amazing.
But then also Triple H will be getting a divorce. So I mean,
Yeah.
He's getting divorced.
No, I mean I don't think so. I mean it'll be tension. Like they just can't go to Vince's house for Thanksgiving or Christmas. But I don't think they'll get a divorce. They'll have to go see Linda, but they won't be able to go see Vince.
Yeah, Triple H gonna have blue balls for a year, my nigga. I'm telling you right now. She ain't getting a nigga no buns. She be like, "You took my father's company."
I don't think
you could blame him for that though. I don't think.
It wouldn't be his fault.
I think Stephanie will understand that. Like, yo, my husband has a great wrestling mind. Like,
my dad was great, but
he was born for this. Look who he hung around. He hung around great wrestling minds his whole career. He was always Brady, Nash, Hall, Shawn, Flair.
And who knows? She probably telling Vince like, "Dad, I think you should step away." Who are you telling to step away? I'm Vince Kennedy McMahon.
Word.
I brought you into this world, and goddamn it, I'll get you fired.
He's probably telling her like, "Oh, your husband." He's probably like, "Oh, your husband's putting you up to this, huh?" That's why he's firing everybody. That's why he's firing everybody. Triple H put on like, "Oh yeah, your husband wants to put you up to this." Okay, I got something for him while he's healing in his heart. I'm gonna put more pressure on his chest. Fire all his friends. Like when he fired Road Dogg, I'm like, come on, bro.
Yo, so the rumor is that Shawn Michaels, because me and Jay, we was talking about this yesterday, right?
Shawn Michaels fired Road Dogg?
No. He didn't fire Road Dogg, but Shawn Michaels is not exempt from the chopping block.
Yes, the hell he is.
Shawn's not going nowhere, bro.
Sure. If Shawn Michaels, he would have also been one of the ones that he would have been going with Regal. He would have been going with Samoa Joe and Road Dogg. They all have been on.
Shawn's not going nowhere. He's the only one that stayed loyal to WWE, never switched sides.
Yeah, like we had a conversation, Vince. The only good thing about Vince shows loyalty to people who's loyal to him. Cena, Taker, and Shawn. Those three can get anything they want.
Austin, don't forget Austin.
Yeah, and Austin. But see,
Rock too.
Yeah. And Rock. Yeah, so
they can have everything they want, but Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, because Trips got that already.
They probably did have it before Trips.
But if she wasn't married,
well, my daughter take her. Stephanie, take her for
the you sign a new deal with me, you get Steph. Like,
you get Stephanie McMahon, and I even throw in Linda for a bonus
until your contract is up. Until we got to sign somebody else.
Throw in Linda for a bonus. Get a little Linda.
But I hope I'm telling you, I hope they do sell, and that happens, bro. And Vince can't be mad at that. That probably will wake him up. Like, damn, I messed up.
Sean says Shawn can get fired.
And that I think Shawn exempt.
Shawn's not getting fired, bro.
Yeah, Shawn. I mean, if Shawn gets fired, then Vince is definitely high.
Yeah, if Shawn gets fired,
he's high.
If Shawn gets fired, Triple H is quitting. I can see that.
Yeah, he's quitting, bro. He's stepping down, bro.
He gonna quit. Triple H will quit.
Yeah, if Shawn gets fired, yes, he will.
He's not gonna quit. I'm gonna tell you why he's not gonna quit.
Him and Road Dogg wasn't tight enough, so that's why I don't see him stepping down for Road Dogg. But let it have Hall, Nash, or him. He's stepping down, bro.
Yeah, but Triple H never really, he never really had any ill will towards Road Dogg to Road Dogg and Billy Gunn from their days in DX because you guys know about the shoot interview that Road Dogg and Billy Gunn gave on Triple H. You know what I'm saying? And Triple H didn't have any hard feelings because he understood, like, at that time, you guys was riding a high wave. Y'all was using a lot of drugs. Y'all was getting drunk every night, messing around with a lot of groupies. I wasn't into that. So I understand that, that you felt because I was not in that kind of lifestyle that, you thought that I was trying to be better than you. I was just more concerned about my career. But as far as You know, so Triple H didn't have any ill will toward Road Dogg and whatchamacallit. But as far as Sean is concerned, you know, like even though Sean helped him, you know what I'm saying, and him and Sean are boys, he still understands how Sean still has a self-destructive personality. You know what I'm saying? So Sean is still his own man, like Triple H is his own man, and Sean would tell Triple H not to quit. Sean would even tell him that.
Yeah,
Sean
Sean
would
can
tell
tell
him
what
that.
he want, but you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, when the guy's mind made up and he's frustrated and he knows that he can go to any promotion. Because look at Regal, you know what I'm saying? You saw how fast Impact picked up Regal. Imagine if Triple H mind is on the market.
Yeah.
Tony Khan is gonna throw Triple H whatever Triple H wants. You know,
You gonna throw
Impact.
him NBA money,
Yeah,
NBA
so
money to get
Yeah.
him.
so, I mean, and Triple H knows that his value that you know what I'm saying. So, and imagine if you put Triple H's mind in AEW, that'll put AEW over the top with the WB. If you have somebody backing like Triple H, so then now you'll have
Yeah.
Jericho and Triple H's mind, wrestling mind, and then you have Tony Khan's money. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if definitely yeah, I definitely agree. I think if Triple H did, I mean if Sean and Triple H went over there, yeah, with their minds, they'll be like, first thing they'll be like, yo, y'all need to rebrand. You need to rebrand. You need to put money, you need to get more investors to rebrand and give it a facelift. And they would change, you would definitely see the change in brand. You will see the change. Within I believe within a year's time, you'll see that change. You see a whole, but you know, CM Punk ain't gonna go for no Triple H being in AEW.
I think he
I
would.
don't think he had beef
Well,
with Triple H. I think he had really the beef was with Vince.
Yeah,
Triple H,
right.
he knows
Yeah.
Triple H was just doing his job, bro. He knows Triple
I
H
mean,
was just doing.
I believe he has beef with Triple H too, but I think that he'll forgive Triple H before he'll forgive Vince. You know what I'm saying? But me and Sal was saying, Punk is just too bitter. Like he needs to just he's one of them people
bro.
grudge forever.
Yeah, he's one of those exes that won't let go.
He could have been in the Hall of Fame if he would have just shut his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, but he was right though. I mean, I feel like he needs to let go, but I definitely don't think he needs to take back anything he said. I think he don't need to take back anything he said. I think his rants were very valid. I think everything he said was 100%. I stand behind what he said because he exposed a lot about the business that we already knew or that we already assumed about it, and he just confirmed it, and he told us more. But he was right about it because the state of it and the health conditions of the business needs to be checked. It needs to be dealt with. But at this point right now, he should be happy.
Yeah, right.
You should definitely let go of it.
Yeah, like because my thing is this. Okay, yeah, you said what you said, cool, but it's like every promo he gets, everything he says, it's like he's still throwing shots. He's still kind of like that's like that's like Vince's side. Let's say for instance, you're married, so let's say every time you turn around, you and your wife's talking, and you're throwing shots about your ex, or you're just throwing jabs. Your wife going like, yo, why are you still talking about her? Like,
right? Yeah, that was like 20 years ago.
Right, exactly. Like that's what I get from Punk. Like, okay, we get it. We all know what happened to you. We all know how you feel. We all know how you felt. Cool. Yeah. But why are you still constantly throwing shots? Why are you still throwing jabs? Like, okay, it's over with, bro.
Yeah. He definitely needs to let that go. And he needs to stop. Because right now he's starting to look like a baby. You know, it's like, all right, CM Punk, we get it. You're here, but you should be happy. Mm-hmm. You got a truckload of money that was thrown at you, that was driven to your house. You know what I'm saying? You got the ice cream bars you wanted. You got the fan pop that you want. You know, at this point, he should be happy. There should be no complaints at all. All right, so let's see what we have. I'm looking for news and rumors, but
nobody's heard nothing on Samoa Joe yet. I know he's not.
I think Samoa Joe. Nothing. I think they're trying to. I think Triple H and Sean is trying to keep Joe.
You think so?
Or they fired him. Yeah, they fired him, but I think they're trying to keep him though. I think they're trying to like, yo, just hang on, hold on, heal up, wait till you at 100%, and we're gonna try to bring you back.
Yeah, but Sean likes Joe.
Yeah, but me as Joe, like if I was Joe, I'd be frustrated. Like, okay, y'all keep promising me, y'all keep firing me, bring me back, fire me, bring me back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all like me. It's like a tug of war. Like, all right, Vince fired me, Triple H bring me back. Vince fired me, Triple H bring me back. So it's just like it's like a revolving door.
So what's
That's
this
like the
news
last
about
time,
Cody?
right?
All right, so before I even go into that, all right, I'm gonna go into this real quick. All right, so news on Brock Lesnar moving back to WWE SmackDown, which you mentioned before, Jay, about him technically being signed to SmackDown. It says WWE Champion Brock Lesnar has been announced for several upcoming television tapings heading to WrestleMania. Based on his schedule, Lesnar will apparently be moving back to SmackDown at the end of February. Lesnar is first slated to appear on Raw this Monday at the Heritage Bank Center. That will be the first Raw following Saturday's Royal Rumble, where he is slated to defend the WWE Championship against Lashley. The Beast Incarnate is also scheduled for February 14th on Raw at the Greenbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
Right. Valentine's Day is on Monday, which is on Raw. Well, look like I'll be watching Raw.
So it says as previously reported, Lesnar is expected to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 38. More news on expected WrestleMania 38 matches. So they already have their plans out.
Yeah.
As to what they're going to do for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
because
but
I guess
it just makes sense. Like you need a big match, and you know what I'm saying. Since we didn't see Brock and Roman at day one, that whatever it's going to be, build up and continue to build towards Mania because you still have Paul Heyman in the middle, so and we don't know which way Paul's leaning towards what he's doing. So yeah, so I definitely see that Mania match with Brock and Roman.
So if they fight and Brock wins, I'm done with this feud.
Brock is supposed to win, man.
I'm done with. But why would Brock? But he shouldn't win.
He's a new Brock. That's why. The good guy, Brock, the savior Brock.
The ponytail. So the ponytail
Cowboy
made him nice.
Brock. Yeah, he himself.
Came up with the cowboy hat, the ponytail. I'm like, yo, oh man, this dude got the ponytail and everything. I'm like, all right, he's a brand new Brock Lesnar, huh? Got the little ponytail. Yeah.
Brand new Brock, yo.
If he wins, I'm done. I'm done with this feud. I don't want to see another Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns feud. They really mishandled that feud.
They're a whole carry lot. This feud into their 50.
They probably are, and it's very it's becoming lackluster because the whole thing about Brock Lesnar fighting Roman Reigns was that initially, from the feud standpoint, was that Roman was supposed to be the triumphant one over Brock. Like that was the whole pull for it, right? Then you got Seth Rollins who comes in and saves WrestleMania because they were booing Roman out the building, even though I felt like Roman should have won the match and they could have just booed him the next night on Raw and did whatever and kind of started a feud between Seth and
you know how bad that would have been?
Yeah, it probably would have been bad, but Seth definitely saved it. He saved that championship.
Yo, you think that was a last minute call?
No, absolutely. I totally agree.
I don't think so. I think that was planned.
You think it was planned? You think it just happened right there? They was like, yo, go out there. You got to go out there.
No, I think it was planned.
I think both. I think in part. I think in two in part. I think that they were like, all right, we're going to go out there. You guys are going to fight this match. If Seth comes out, then we're going to go with plan B.
Yeah, if you start getting booed, we're going plan B. Seth's coming out. That's how it went.
So, yeah, I definitely think that's what they either or. But then you go on to Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, right? And Brock wins. Why did Brock have to win? Like Brock didn't need to win. And people, and the funny thing about it was, even though Roman was not necessarily considered the favorite, people wanted Roman to win. And at that point, Vince seen that, but Vince just said, I'm gonna go with Brock. Brock was mad after he won WrestleMania and threw the belt at Vince, like, here, I don't want, because Brock wanted to lose. But Vince told Brock, you're gonna go over, which was a horrible call.
Mm-hmm.
So again, so when we look at this whole feud right now between Roman and Brock, it's like I know that Brock is supposed to be the face, the baby face, and we know that Vince McMahon, sprays his shorts every time, Brock Lesnar gets a big pop, or the fact that Brock Lesnar is this, over a baby face because it's exactly what Vince McMahon wants because Brock is Vince's boy. But Roman is Vince's boy too, and I think that it would make more sense if Roman won.
So if Roman wins, who beats Roman, bro?
They need to build, and that's the thing. They just need to build somebody from the roster to beat him.
Drew.
He beat
It'll
all
be
of
the
them.
perfect thing,
It's
huh?
gonna be, it'll be
beating
Drew.
everybody, bro.
He did.
That'll be
He
first.
did.
That was the purpose of Drew going to SmackDown for him to feud with Roman, but he just hasn't. That's why they kind of keep him apart for now.
Right. He did beat everybody, and it could be Drew. It could even be Finn Balor. It could be Kevin Owens.
It's gonna be
And I'm
almost.
gonna tell you why. Because even though he did beat everybody, he didn't beat everybody fairly.
He didn't beat
Roman
Omos.
didn't have, huh?
He didn't beat Omos.
Yeah, he definitely did beat Omos.
he didn't beat Omos.
He
Omos should be that person that does it. Sean says Roman eventually has to be beat though. He can't be champ for 3 years. And that's a funny thing. That's a funny thing, right, Sean? Like, what if Roman is champ for another year?
Oh God.
Oh no.
It's not far. It's not far fetched though. It's not. Listen, because
That's
we're
pushing
saying
it
no.
now. This ain't the 80s.
We're saying right, exactly. Because that's the core. That's the era that's where
Hogan
everything
created.
started at. Like, you had Bruno Sammartino, who was a champ for like 100 years. You had, you had Bob Backlund, who was a champ for like 50 years. You had freaking Pedro Morales, who was a champ, for like 25 years. You had these guys who held the belts for
Don't
like
forget
4 or 5
Hogan,
years.
though. Hogan had a
But
4-year
then
run.
you got to think about it too. That they was having pay-per-views once every 5 months, and it wasn't weekly, so it was easier to be. It was easier that way.
Right, that's true.
Bruno
And they weren't defending the belts that
12
much.
years.
Right?
When Bruno had 8 years, 12 years.
It's 8 to 12 years.
That's crazy. Can you imagine that happening now?
Yeah, right. And the funny thing about it is, because Bruno Sammartino, Bruno, like, he would, like, he was a piece of work himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was one of the worst. Like, he didn't want to give the belt to Bob Backlund because he didn't feel like Bob Backlund had a strong enough amateur wrestling background prior to wrestling. So he didn't want to lose to Bob Backlund because of that. Like, it was stupid. So they had to take the belt off of Bruno Sammartino from some other wrestler, and then Bob Backlund beat that wrestler in order to hold the belt.
Wasn't it Larry Zbyszko, right?
Larry Zbyszko never held WWE Gold.
Oh.
He was a front runner, like he had heavyweight matches, but he never.
It wasn't known as that back then, right? Wasn't it 3 W's in it?
Yeah, WWF. Yeah, so Larry Zbyszko.
I
thought he was like a Ric Flair or something like that. But then when I looked into his background, I was like, oh, he was like a heavyweight contender, but he didn't really do a lot.
He didn't do that. Good mic work. That was it. Good promo.
Right. They didn't really give him a shake. That's because Flair was hogging all the title reigns. Oh boy. But they were talking about giving him the belt, Larry Zbyszko, at one time when he was Flair. I think he was feuding with Flair. But I think he held
the U.S. title or the TV title. WCW TV title.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he held one of those titles, but he didn't hold it. Yeah, Flair had all the gold and all the girls
and all the hoes. Helicopter Rick, baby, woo!
Helicopter Rick, flying to a city near you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put on your seatbelts. Helicopter Rick.
Word. Let me see. All right, let me see if we got anything else before we close out.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, because ain't nothing really big. I mean, all the big stuff happened already, right? So I mean, what else they gonna do, right? So when is MJF fighting CM Punk?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, so they giving that away for free?
I don't think so. It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be a
can't get it.
rematch. It's gonna be a rematch. MJF gonna win by disqualification.
You said. So did they fight already?
Nah, but I think that's what's gonna happen though. But they're not gonna get that way for free. They got a pay-per-view coming up, I think. And I think the first week of March.
So Sean says that if they held the belts, if Roman or anybody else held the belt, like Roman held the belt for that long, he said the fans will turn on him and the company. I mean,
Word.
and the funny thing about it is that Dan Hussein, or Dan Hussein,
Danhausen?
Danhausen. There we go, Danhausen. Yeah, it's gonna be Danhausen versus CM Punk. Is that
Are
what
you
he said?
serious?
No, he said shout out to Dan.
Oh, shout out Danhausen.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's
was
what
about to say,
yeah,
what?
I'm horrible with acronyms sometimes. No, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, well, for Vince, it wouldn't even be a bad thing if the fans turned on Roman because he's already heel, so it wouldn't make a difference to him. You know, unless people just stop watching it, like yo, But he really believes in Roman that much, and I'm like, and the thing about I'm a Roman fan, and I at this point am just like, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Because I was very like disappointed how he beat Finn. I was like, yo, bro, you killed like the demon, and then it was just like, and then it, it would have made more sense if we still had the Fiend and we had other stronger characters there, Braun and other people there that would be competitors to go and take that belt off of Roman. But he fired everybody else, had Roman stand alone. And you know what? Do you guys think that part of those wrestlers being fired was so that Roman can just be seen as the A guy? Because everybody else is cheering for everybody else?
No, I don't think so.
But Roman?
Roman was being noticed. Believe that. He was being noticed.
Yeah, he's being noticed by Vince. I mean, fans was noticing him. Eventually he was being noticed, but his popularity didn't come back until he finally beat Brock. When they finally started cheering for him, and he finally beat Brock for the Universal title. But then he left because he had cancer. His cancer, came back, and then he came back. But when he came back heel. So now Roman is now over as a heel because it made more sense for him to come back as a heel because he already had a little bit of heat. Come back as heel because you should have turned heel a long time ago. Now he's heel. Yeah. All right. All right. Time to sign off. All right, guys. We thank you for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. Join us again as we go live every week for Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. We'll be posting in the group the next time we go live. We'll be going live for you guys every week. We're going to amp it up to maybe 2 to 3 times a week to go live and talk some wrestling, get back into this groove of hitting these headlines and talking about what's going on in wrestling, in the state of wrestling, even though, there's some things that need to be changed. Again, if you guys are joining us, please give us a thumbs up, give us that share, hit that share button so you can share with your friends who are into wrestling so they can come in, join in the conversation, give their thoughts, share their ideas, share their views on wrestling. If you're catching us on YouTube, also hit the subscribe button. Again, this is Saheem the Dream signing off.
With your boy Jay Theory.
And your man.
And we will see you guys later. Peace.